it's Cara, and once again we have another book haul. This is haul 4 of my season of library books, and I have a bunch of stuff here to show you. So let's get started. So first off, I got a couple of graphic novels, the first of which is The Complete Mouse by Art Spiegelman. This is a World War II Nazis versus Jews, why did I say that? Holocaust story. Nazis versus Jews makes it sound like a video game, like, that's so bad. But, you know, Holocaust, very sad, but the mice are the Jews and the cats are the Nazis, essentially, and it's retelling the story of Art Spiegelman's father during the war. And this looks really good. I've already started it, as you can tell by the bookmark, but I haven't got very far. I'm going to keep reading this as soon as I finish this video. Then I also picked up Saga Volume 1 and Saga Volume 2 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. So these are a graphic novel series about these two characters you can see on the front here, and as you can see they have a kid, except, you know, they're from different races that are supposed to be at war with each other, so that's a bit of a deal. And these look really good. I've heard a bunch of great things about them, but they are for mature audiences only. Yes. I'm also keen to read these really soon. Then we have Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. This is like a continuation of The Wizard of Oz, of course, as you can probably see from this very Wizard of Oz-ish cover, with blood spatter pattern. Yes, that I'm a fan. I'm really excited about this because adaptations of classics are like my favourite thing ever. And I have heard mixed things, but I think it's the kind of thing I could really enjoy, so I am excited about this. Then I picked up The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, which I've heard is just absolutely beautiful, which is why I put it on my list of things to get. I'm so keen to read this. Apparently it's like its own fable. It's quite short, though this is deceptively big, but the pages are really thick for some reason, like super thick. So it's deceptively bigger than it really is. It's less than 300 pages, and I am really excited to read this, even though I really don't know that much about it, other than that apparently a whole kind of myth was created in this book. It kind of created its own myth, which is kind of cool. And I'm excited for this. And then I picked up Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, which just released recently and has been getting a lot of hype. It does have a cool dust jacket, but of course it is taped on by the protective cover that the library put on. So I can't really show you, but it looks good. This book, you will have seen the dust jacket in other people's videos because everyone's been talking about this. This book is essentially about a pair of best friends. One of them's kind of shy, one of them's more outgoing, and the outgoing one is trying to bring the shy one out of her shell by disappearing for the summer, but leaving a bunch of things for the shy girl Emily to do, and crazy things like skinny dipping. This looks really good. I'm really keen for this. It looks like a good contemporary. I have this problem where a contemporary, for me to want to pick it up, can't just be the norm. It has to have some other thing about it, and this list that is part of this book is enough of an other thing for me to be really keen for this book. Then we also have Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. I did haul already To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, and this is another one from her, but this is a revenge story, which is why it interested me. I know the new one's coming out soon. Probably won't get to the second one in this season of library books though, but we'll see how we go. And I also got My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. Again, looks like a really cute contemporary. I don't read contemporaries enough, so I made sure that in this haul of, like, the whole season of library books, I made sure to put in a good mix of contemporaries to actually get to them, because I'm so horrible at that. This is about a girl whose neighbours are a big rowdy family, and she comes from a quiet little family, and it's kind of like coming of age, all that jazzmatazz that is common to a contemporary, but it looks really cute. And I've heard some really great things, so this will be fun. Then I have Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman, and I've heard lots of people say this is like one of the first great dystopians that were kind of around for young adults, if that makes sense. It had lots of great things, lots of people absolutely adore it, and it essentially in a world where the black people are the dominant race, and it's a black run society, kind of. And that seems really interesting, and I'm interested to see how this goes, and also great characters and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just keen. Keen. Then we have The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, which is about a man, boy. I think it starts as a boy, but I'm not actually sure it is an adult novel. And he's charged with looking after a book to keep it safe, but all of these books are disappearing. I don't know the details. It's a book about books, essentially, which are another thing that absolutely fascinates me. So I'm really excited to read this. This is a series. It is quite long, but it looks really interesting. All of Carlos Ruiz Zafón's books pick my attention on the shelf, so I'm excited to read this. And for another book by a name of someone's last name I will probably butcher, as I probably just butchered Carlos Ruiz Zafón's, we have Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Elias Sayens, which is how I'm going to go with it. I apologise if it's wrong. This is another contemporary coming-of-age story. Yes, that's all I have to say. Boy named Aristotle, boy named Dante, discovering secrets of the universe. Good synopsis. I don't really know that much about this. I'm kind of wanting to go into it blind. Probably just before I read it, I'll read over the back properly, not just a skim read and stuff like that. But I don't ever read reviews and things like that. I just look at ratings, and I like to go in moderately blind. So I don't really know that much about this, but I've heard wonderful things. It's, of course, won a bunch of awards, and so I want to read it. Next we have Unspoken by Sarah Rees Brennan, and this is not the best cover, but the new covers are much better. But of course, it's a lined book. I can't choose covers. We've had this discussion before about Shatter Me, I'm sure. Blurbed by Cassandra Clare. This is a book about a girl who thought she had an imaginary best friend her whole life. But it turns out that imaginary best friend is actually a real person. And that is fascinating to me. And so I am going to read this book. Also, I've heard really great things. So, I'm there. Then we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is supposed to be like the ultimate creepy, confusing book where you just have no idea what's going on the whole way through. And I love that kind of thing. So I'm excited to read this. I have the feeling she wakes up with no memory and they're trying to solve what went wrong. But throughout the book, you don't know what's real and what's her imagination and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested about this. And also, apparently, the love interest is like the best guy ever. So, bonus, right? Right. And then finally, I have Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell in this huge edition. It's not large font or anything. Not really. It's just really big. Like, it's big. I don't know why. This, of course, is a young adult. Could you say historical fiction? It's set in the 80s anyway. Yeah, late 80s, mid 80s. Following a girl called Eleanor and a boy called Park, and everyone's heard of this because Rainbow Rowell's absolutely amazing. I've read Fangirl. This will be my next one, and I need to read it because this looks so good. And I've just heard great things, and I want to be in on this like yesterday. So these are the books that I picked up from the library this time. There will be another bunch. I don't know when they'll arrive, but I have requested them. I'm kind of full of my borrowing limit, so I've got to have some more things to hand back before I can pick anything new up. So hopefully they don't arrive too quickly. That's the hope. But with these graphic novels, they should be read quickly. And yes, I got about 13 more things I think that I want to come in. And only 2 more spots on my borrowing thing of 40. I can borrow 40 books, I have 38. Oh well, oh well. So this is my haul. Let's see if I can thumbnail. Okay, before all these books fall, I'm going to go put them away. And I will see you soon, probably with another wrap-up or a tag video, because I kind of want to do one of those now that I'm back at uni and can, like, do things. However, I do have a bunch of assessments coming up, like a bunch next week, so I should probably be working on those. So, yes, you'll see I have, like, at the time that I'm filming this, you will have already seen these videos so far, but I've just put a bunch of stuff up that I all kind of filmed really quickly, and I spread it over a couple of days, so hopefully by then, by the time you're seeing this, I will have done most of those assessments, and then I can get back to normal videoing is the plan. So I will see you then, and I'm hoping... So I'll see you then, and I hope you're having a great time, and you're reading lots of great books. And if you have anything you want to recommend to me or tell me about, put it down below in the comments, because I love talking about books. So you should do that with me. Okay, bye!